After the monsoon, our garden bed didn't look like a garden at all. It had turned into a small swamp. Rainwater had completely filled it, and even weeks later, the soil remained damp and heavy. Wild weeds had taken over every inch of space, leaving the bed lifeless and messy. To bring it back to life, we had to fix it step by step, clearing, rebuilding, and feeding the soil so it could breathe again. We began by removing the weeds, not just trimming their tops, but digging them out completely with their roots using a shovel. It was tiring work, but worth it. If the roots stay in the ground, the weeds return stronger than before. Pulling them out completely frees the soil and stops them from stealing nutrients meant for plants. Weeds compete for food, light, and water, and if left unchecked, they can choke young seedlings before they even start to grow. Removing them with their roots also helps loosen compacted soil, improving air and water movement, something our flooded bed badly needed. Once the weeds were gone, the bed looked empty but still soggy. So we collected leaves from around the garden and spread them over the surface. We didn't separate green from dry leaves because both have their own benefits. Green leaves break down quickly and add nitrogen, while dry leaves decompose slowly and add carbon and structure. Together, they create perfect organic material for the soil. As they decompose, they attract worms and microbes that turn them into rich, dark humus. This humus softens the soil, increases fertility, and improves moisture control, holding just enough water for plants while preventing the bed from becoming muddy again. After that, we added a thick layer of dry garden soil. This step was crucial because the dry soil helped absorb the extra moisture trapped below, allowing the bed to dry naturally. It also raised the bed's height, which means that during the next rainfall, water will drain off instead of collecting on top. Raised beds stay drier, provide better oxygen to roots, and help plants grow faster and healthier. The soil becomes lighter and roots can spread deeper with ease. Next, we added a special ingredient, mustard cake powder. We sprinkled it evenly across the top. Mustard cake, the leftover after extracting oil from mustard seeds, is an excellent organic fertilizer rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These nutrients are essential for balanced plant growth. Nitrogen promotes lush green leaves, phosphorus strengthens roots and helps flowering, and potassium boosts plant resistance against diseases. Besides feeding plants, mustard cake naturally repels pests. Its strong smell and compounds drive away soil insects and harmful nematodes that attack roots. Unlike chemical fertilizers, it doesn't harm beneficial organisms but instead supports them, helping good microbes thrive. It also releases nutrients slowly, giving plants a steady supply of food over time and keeping the soil healthy longer. After the mustard cake, we spread a layer of compost over everything. Compost is the living heart of a healthy garden. It's packed with beneficial bacteria, decomposed organic matter, and essential minerals. When mixed into the soil, it improves texture, moisture balance, and nutrient levels while helping maintain the right pH for most plants. Compost also makes the soil airy, allowing roots to breathe and grow freely. The final step was mixing it all together. Using a shovel, we gently turned the top layer, blending the compost, mustard cake, dry soil, and leaves. The goal wasn't deep digging, but even mixing. Once blended, we leveled the surface so the bed looked neat and uniform. It was now ready for planting. The transformation was remarkable. From a waterlogged, weed-covered mess, we had turned it into a healthy, raised, nutrient-rich bed that smelled like fresh earth. Over the coming weeks, the leaves would decompose, the mustard cake would release nutrients gradually, and the compost would continue enriching the soil. By the time we begin planting, the bed will be full of life beneath the surface. What we achieved was more than just fixing a flooded bed. We rebuilt a living ecosystem. Every step was completely natural. No chemicals, no store-bought fertilizers, only what the garden itself provided. The weeds were gone, the soil was lighter, and nutrients were restored.